Welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. I am going to do a collective energy read. So let's call on 100 angels to hold the space and ask that only balanced, benevolent, loving beings are allowed to interact with us. So let's get started. See what the cards have to say. I think that was the tower. It was the tower. The tower in reverse. So something, avoiding a change, avoiding an ending. And when it comes to other people in your life, maybe letting go of someone in your life, a friend, somebody is not healthy for you anymore, someone has a unhealthy mindset, needing to let go. Could also be a job, needing to let go of a job or a project of some kind. We get the Ace of Wands. Something you're excited about. Oh, then we get the Seven of Pentacles. Wanted to come out sideways, but I'm going to take it upright for now. There's also a need to weigh out, kind of to wait until you feel ready for that with the Strength card. It's not easy. It's something to do that isn't easy. Could be an ex, could be a lover, could be a friend. We get the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. Someone that brought something into your life. A young energy, could be younger than you. I really don't want to do this reading right now, which is quite interesting because I am going to do this reading. So there's a resistance to doing this. I really do want to do the reading. There's a resistance, and that's how it's being showed to me by trying to make me not want to do it, which is, it's just the spirit's way of letting me know what's going on. So the Ten of Pentacles. They could have been in your life for a long time. It could be family members. Because there's something you don't know about the situation. Something hidden in the background. Queen of Swords, a truth and a definite need for detachment. Queen of Swords is great at detaching from things. It's easy for her. And then we get the Six of Pentacles. There was an exchange of energy here. We're not in a hurry to make this decision. We're just thinking about this decision right now. We got the Devil with the Strength. So we know that it's a little bit of stress. There's some self-doubt if you should do it or not. Or what you should do. But it's weighing heavily on you with the Ten of Wands. That's a really heavy burden, something you think about a lot. Five of Pentacles, it's going to leave someone out in the cold. This could be you or someone else, but this shows up with the Lovers. So someone could be left out in the cold, or that decision you're going to make is definitely going to make someone feel really bad and you know it. And so you're trying to find the best way to do it. Yeah, because this person's bringing in nothing but stress into your life with the Five of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. They slowly bring in stress, like just random bits here and there, and it's just unnecessary stress. I'm going to name this letting go of someone. It definitely needs to be detached from. It feels like a very slow moving energy, but one that is like heavy on the mind and heavy on their heart. Yeah, the Eight of Swords, heavy on the mind. That is as heavy on the mind as it gets. 8 and 9 of Swords. We'll see if the 9 shows up, but it's definitely stressful. There is a deeper purpose to what is going on, especially with that strength card there. It's building an inner strength within you. Sometimes we have to let go of people that we don't want to let go of. But there is a wisdom that's being built through this experience. Page of Swords. Do some investigating. Look back on the situation and ask yourself, have they been giving and receiving as much as you've been putting into this relationship? And if not, if you're the one that always calls them, if you're the one that always puts in the effort, if you're the one that always goes to see them or whatever, let it go so that the energy can balance out. And sit in this 9 of Pentacles energy, this self-sufficient independence, where you don't need to have people in your life. And that sounds really strange. A lot of people won't understand that. But sometimes the less people, the more your energy field can expand and grow. And it's not always going to be that way. But we go through periods in this Ascension program. Interesting. I was not going to call it that. Pathway. That we go out into the world and then we come back into this hermit mode. We come back into sitting with the self and spending time alone. And that there is no more alone than this energy right here, the 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit. This is alone. And we get the High Priestess. There's really no way around it. Because our energy field needs to strengthen, and that's how it works. You put a lot of work into this relationship. I think that's why you don't want to let it go. The Wheel of Fortune is for everybody's best interests, for both theirs and yours. Some people need to lose you. Some people need to learn what it feels like to not have you in their life, and then they realize what they did that made that happen, and then they don't do it to the next person. That's for someone. Yes, this is a long-standing, possibly someone you've known your whole life or someone you've known a really long time. This is there's a lot of love here, and nobody's denying that there isn't love there. And it's definitely heavy. We already talked about the 10 of Wands, so we also get the 9. They're a little bit defensive about it even. It's not the defense card, but it's a defensive card for sure. 4 of Wands, it could be someone in the home, someone very close to you for sure. And the Emperor, it's time to stand in your power and let people know how they can treat you. You let them know by allowing them to be in your life. They either can or cannot be in your life. Because you are transforming into a higher version of yourself, and that version of yourself will not accept being treated poorly. Here's the defense card. 7 of Wands. I knew there was some defensiveness happening here. So there's some weariness. There's like, I'm really struggling with how intense this is. I don't want to deal with this, but it has to be done. It's interesting that the Queen is the only... Interesting. Time for detachment. And then we get the Queen of Cups. This is about self-care, caring for your energy. If people don't give to you what you give back to them, that is self-betrayal that you allow them to stay in your life. No matter who they are, no matter if they're family, no matter if they're friends, doesn't matter. A judgment call needs to be made. The higher forces, I don't know, the spiritual realm is helping you make this decision. And I'm hearing there will be consequences. And you don't want to be a part of those consequences if it's not about you. The Empress in reverse, which is an avoidance of growth. You know, the Empress is growth, is abundance, and it will block your abundance if you don't do the things that your soul is asking you to do. And right now, your soul is asking you to make sure everybody in your life gives and receives the same, at least the same energy that you give them. Feels a little overwhelming. The Seven of Cups, kind of a lot of different ways this can happen. I'm a Gemini, so I just cut people off. That's just how I deal with it. I say my piece and then I let them go and I don't respond anymore. And I say it with respect and I say it nicely, but I just let them know what's happening and then it's over. I do not argue. I do not go back and forth with people. That's just how I handle things. Once it's done, and that's just how it is. Because there's a new opportunity that will happen and you'll find new people that treat you better once this happens. One more card, please, for advice. How do they handle this? How do they handle this? The Hanged Man, see things from another perspective. Look at it from your soul's perspective, right? It's one thing to like people in your life, even if they're not doing great by you. It's another thing to have a soul here to experience love and to give love. And that soul would not want this for you. So I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate you all being here. Everybody take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.